Yeah, what's up everybody? So I want us to watch to this video. This is an Asian man and according to him, interracial dating has destroyed Asian men. So let's dive into it.
So in this video, we're going to talk about interracial dating. Ooh, I know this topic is going to trigger a lot of people, but I want to make something clear at the start of this video. None of the things I'm about to say in this video is based on my personal opinion. I'm just telling you guys the 100% truth, and this is what I've observed. I've been living in the West for nearly 20 years now. And first of all, first point I have to make is that nobody likes Asian guys, okay? That's just a biological fact. If you're born an Asian male, you're born to be cucked into this world, okay? For example, let's say, if you go to New York City, right? If you pull together a bunch of young people, let's say you pull together 100 young women between the ages of 18 to 25, and if you pull together another random 100 male between the ages of 18 to 25, this is across all religions, all ethnicities, and if you ask these young women to rate the other group of young men, the group of men that will come up with the highest scoring in terms of attractiveness will be white male, followed by black male, followed by a Hispanic, Middle Eastern, Pacific Islander, American Samoan, possibly indigenous, and this is the group that follows. And the two groups that always ends up at the bottom, it's Asian male and Indian male, okay? That is 100% true biological fact. There's no twisting your way around it. And you know who has it worst? Asian men. Because at least in India, almost all the marriages are arranged, right? However, for Asian males, in the modern world where the entire world is connected, with the rise of millions of passport bureaus and with the rise of interracial dating and marriage, the Asian guy gets completely cucked. So I'll give you an example. If you can look at this up, this is the latest statistics in the U.S. on interracial marriage, right? The number of Asian females entering interracial marriage is at a staggering 36% compared to 17% for Asian men. Even this number is skewed. I'll tell you why. Because in this category, they categorize Asian men and Indian men. They put them into the same category, which is false. Because the vast majority of the time, well, when the Indian person enters an interracial marriage, it's an Indian man and a Western woman. Okay, so let's say if you were able to exclude Indian men from this equation, the true numbers would be something like 50% of Asian women are entering interracial marriage, and for Asian men it's maybe 10%. And if you go to Asia, if you don't believe me, go to, let's say, China, Japan, go to Philippines, Vietnam, go to Cambodia, Thailand. I would say that in 99% of the cases of all the interracial marriages, it's a white Western passport bro marrying an Asian woman, okay? You will almost never see a passport sister. You don't see a foreign woman coming to China to look for a husband, okay? Asian men get completely cucked. One thing I want to bring up is that women are more perverted than men in modern relationships. No, I'm serious, okay? I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm just telling you the truth. I went to a college for 2 years and I've been to universities for 4 years now. In 6 years of post-secondary, sometimes it's, just out of curiosity. Sometimes I see an interracial couple on campus. Sometimes we sit down and, at the parties or whatever, we just have a casual conversation. I see a white girl with a black guy on campus. I asked her, like, what made you interested in him? And listen, the answer almost 100% of the time is that it's all about this, okay? See this? It's all about the 8-inch big black cock. I'm really not making this up. Women are extremely perverted today. By the way, for comparison, like this is around 5 inches and this is actually around 11 inches. And let's just take a moment, okay? I want to expand on this. For example, the topic of sex comes up, right? You ask these modern so-called liberal feminist women. They say, oh, what's the typical like dick size do you see? Their answer is never like this. It's always something like this. Do you know what that means, ladies? Do you know what that means? It's that the guys with average size penis or small penis simply don't get laid, okay? All of the women want the guy with the huge dick. I'm serious, man. I have seen this so many times. And if you don't believe me, you can just do a survey, especially go to American university campuses. Go talk to the interracial couples, okay? The number one reason for so many white women that's dating black men on college campuses is because they have a huge cock. And part of the reason why when you rank a man's attractiveness on a scale, and the Asian and Indian men always land on the bottom is that, I'm sorry, most of these men, they don't have massive dicks, okay? That's just a true biological fact. Women are obsessed with this. Women cannot lead in a relationship. Women are followers because For example, I've heard of many stories like this, right? When a woman hooks up with some guy with a huge dick, and it's important to remember it's not just the length, it's also the girth. For example, like this is roughly 5 inches, right? But a lot of women are obsessed with the girth as well. So, like, if you have an average size penis, but if you have a massive, massive girth, that woman will still want to sleep with you. This is how modern women, this is how they choose their relationships. This is how they choose their partners. It's based on their height, their length, and their girth. And if you wonder why the relationship is not going well for you, you wonder why you're not happy, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. Every time one of these girls they hook up with a guy that has a huge dick, they tell all of their friends and all of their roommates about it. They say, "Oh my God, this guy Jack, his cock is so huge. It was the best orgasm I've ever had." And then all of a sudden, everybody in that girl's female group, they all want to have the sex with the same guy. Many people call this hypergamy or female choice copulate, where the vast majority of women are only attracted to a very small percentage of men. And just ladies, I want you to remember this. You say that, okay, there are no good men left, right? All the good men are taken. You say men are assholes, men are wife beaters, men are cheaters. Okay, right now in the United States, you can look this up. This is according to Pew Research. Under the age of 30, over 60% of men are single. Over 60% of men are single under the age of 30. So, ladies, that is really your problem. You all want the same guy. You all want the 6 feet, the six figures, the six pack, and the 6 inches, okay? And which is a very, very small percentage of the population. Just the height requirement alone, right? 14.5% of the adult male population in the United States is at least 6 feet. 6'1" is 7%, 6'2" is 3%. Okay, just want you to put that into perspective. So you would rather be someone else's side chick rather than find you a man that will treat you like a queen and will respect you and will never cheat on you. For example, I've been part of 2 varsity teams, right? Sometimes before a track practice, right, you meet up with a group, right? There's 5 guys on the team and there's 5 female on the team, and 4 of the 5 guys are single. One of the guys has a girlfriend, and let's say all 5 of the women are single. You just go up, have an interaction. You ask them, how's your day going? How is your physical condition? Are you ready for race day? Whatever, just strike up a random conversation. Every single time it's guaranteed, whatever the situation is, whether it's in a classroom or a club or a varsity team, okay? The group of females, they always find the 1 or 2 guy in that group that's already in a relationship. See, and whenever the first girl that finds that guy, all of the other girls want to start a conversation. They want to start flirting with that same guy. They say, "Oh, do you like my hair? You like my little pink scrunchie? Do you like my outfit?" And then they start asking him all these questions. They say, "Oh, how long have you been together with your girlfriend?" None of these women will ever approach a guy that's single. Okay, I've seen many guys, they've told me the same thing. For example, this is their 4th year in university. I'm about to graduate, right? The first 3 years, they had no girlfriend. No woman ever approached them or DM'd them or complimented them. But they got a girlfriend in their senior year. Now, all of a sudden, a bunch of women start hitting on that guy. And then they know that he already has a girlfriend. Ladies, this kind of behavior is absolute cancer to our society. Because you're going up to a guy that's in a happy, committed, exclusive relationship, and that you're trying to tear apart that relationship. You're purposely finding men who are married, who are happily married, and they have a beautiful family. They have 3 kids with their wife, and you're trying to tear apart that marriage. Because, let's just be honest, the vast majority of the cheating are done by the woman. And once again, ladies, I just want to show something, okay? So this is 5 inches versus 11 inches. Like, why the hell do you need this for? Like, where is this going? Are you absolutely out of your mind? But here's the thing, right? For the people who say, "Oh, I'm exaggerating." No, this is 100% real. For example, if you, let's say, put together a group of 100 women. Let's say for this group of women, you find the 2 perfect guys for these women. And these guys, they're the same height, same look, same personality, same income. They got the house in the suburbs, they have the Mercedes and everything. But they say the only difference between these 2 men is that one of them is 5 inches and the other guy is 11 inches. I can guarantee you this. Let's say, you pull a random group of 100 women. At least 95 will choose the man that's 11 inches. Women have become the perverts in modern day relationship. And the vast majority of the time, so many Asian women, they're entering interracial relationships is that most of the time Asian men don't have a massive dicks, okay? That's just a true biological fact. When you're born as an Asian man into this world, you are just bound to be cucked, okay? The world is not fair. That's how the world is set up. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you a biological reality. I mentioned before, okay, in 31 years, I've been living in Canada for almost 20 of them, okay? I've never even been on a first date. No, I'm serious. I personally, over the years, I've had many Asian women tell me that they would never ever date an Asian guy. There's a reason why the most common interracial relationship worldwide is a white male and the Asian female. And there's also one more thing. This is what I've been told by Western males. The reason why so many of them they have this Asian fetish. Why do they want Asian women so bad? A lot of them have told me that the hole for the Asian woman is much smaller compared to Western women. I'm just saying this out there, okay? But a lot of Western men have told me that the reason why they like Asian women is that when they're in the bedroom, when they're thrusting, because the hole for the Asian woman is much smaller, if the sensation is 10 times greater versus when they're doing it with Western women. Okay, that's just what I've been told. Well, if you think about it, as a proportion to your body size, it makes sense. For example, if a white guy wants to be a passport bro, if he goes to, let's say, Vietnam or something, he find a Vietnamese lady that's 5 feet tall and weighs 95 pounds, and given that she's not a hoe, her cookie is going to be tight. It makes sense when you think about it. So you see, here's the thing: modern women love big dicks, okay, and modern men like women who have a tight cookie, okay. It doesn't matter even if he's packing, let's say, a Saturn V rocket in his pants. He wouldn't feel anything if that Saturn V rocket is diving into the Grand Canyon.
It's kind of true that Asian women tend to flock to white people and tend to ignore their own Asian counterparts. Even in Asian countries, they tend to bleach their skin and they get operations to look more like Western Europeans. I like that he's so passionate about this topic, but I don't think it's a good idea that black men get chosen for a huge D, because that means that this relationship, or whatever you want to call it, is just based on lust, and that isn't a flex. I agree with what he said that women tend to flock to guys that are unattainable and tend to overlook guys that are in their proximity. And with that, I mean guys that are making above six figures, 6 inches, and the six pack, or the guys that are already married. So Asian men are indeed struggling, but that doesn't mean that black men are winning. There is enough to be said about this topic, but this is my 2 cents for now. So guys, what do you think? Let your thoughts be known in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you, and I'll see you in my next one.